Greetings, dear ones. How are you today? It's so good to talk to you. I am here to talk to you about the moon cycle today, which is a new moon on the cusp of Pisces and Aquarius. Now, the last new moon we had was an Aquarius new moon, and it is said that this is another Aquarius moon, which is new. It's also a super moon. So in light of that, I did write an article for you, and it's about the importance of starting a regular meditation practice. This is pretty much the introduction into the meditation course, which is coming up, and also the course coming up on transforming your life story, which has already been out, but I needed to add some other modules to it. So right now, all I have for you is a very quick meditation or an introspection or just some thoughts that would be good today just to think about. As some of you already have things that you are doing, and I know life is very busy, but I just wanted to give you something that came to me today as an inspirational thought, and I'm using it to get through my day today as I'm sipping my green tea. So the thought is, live. Be open to more. Love yourself more. Go deeper each day. Sleep as if your life depends on it. Find the time to contemplate your life. Take inspired action. Use your inner power to choose gracefully. Judge not. Be the example of what you want to see around you. Imagine that peace and joy exist everywhere. Feel secure with your present. Meditate. Realize oneness. Enjoy right now. With so many wonderful energies present right now, I'm sure you're having some pretty dynamic dreams, and if you're not, your sleep could be pretty good. But you could be definitely looking at life and seeing that some things have changed, and the subconscious parts of you that often other people don't see are there for you to look at. And some of you don't like what you see, and some of you do like what you see. Some of you are having a problem with accepting the shadow sides of yourself, but some of you do realize. And if you don't, I'm going to tell you, there's so many ways that you can work on transforming the parts of yourself that you don't care for. So we're going to get into that further as we go into the meditation parts, because the very best way, and really one of the only ways to work on the subconscious part of you, or the unconscious part of you, some say, is that you have to go to that place where that is. And it's not in the waking state. It's not really in the dreaming state either. It's in the place that's in between the waking and the sleeping state. That's the meditation state where you're in trance and your breathing pattern is in such a way where you're breathing with the natural breath pattern of the planet, like the pulse of the earth and the universe is what I really want to say. There comes a time in meditation where it's just so magnificent, and your breathing starts off where you're having to pace yourself and work that meditation in such a way where you have it timed in and out with the words you're focusing on, some type of mantra, a counting, if you're counting your breath pattern. But if you sit in meditation and you sit and contemplate, once you relax and you unwind, there comes a point where the breath will actually go off on its own. That's why they say that when you learn to meditate, which is really the art of letting go, then you see naturally that you are a part of something that is way bigger than any of us. And that no matter what is going on in your life, even when things are completely crazy and they don't seem to be going right at all, I've been there, trust me. My past 19 years, I've been going through a Saturn Dasha period. And if you look at what that is, you can look up any video on what a Saturn Dasha is, or look up what the Dashas are in the Hindu astrology system or the Vedic astrology system. You may find it that way. The lessons of discipline, of working hard. And I happen to be a Pisces moon in the Western system, but I also happen to be an Aquarius moon in the Vedic system. So right now I feel right at home. And the work that we do at Naturally High Life is based on this time that is of the essence right now. You see, you can talk all day about what you want to change about yourself. The struggle becomes less and less as you learn to let go, but then you can't let go too much, because if you let go too much, as I've seen in my own life, then you will not be grounded enough to be able to bring in the money, to bring in the resources, to attract the people and things and all those different elements that need to be in place for your project to come together, for you to feel a part of something that is greater than you. But there is a balance. That's why we're here on the planet. So you cannot have that balance when you're going completely into the inner realms, or if you're just trying to be completely outside of it. And I'm not saying that people are not exactly where they're supposed to be, because people are doing their destiny. They're doing exactly what they chose to do when they chose to come to the planet and to incarnate here. My job, though, is to assist you with seeing what is not on the surface, and to also feel comfortable with knowing that you're not crazy. And if you were to call yourself such a thing, that you know that there's a reason for that so-called craziness, that out of mind that you are experiencing. And some of you are learning that you're getting pulled away from the life that you thought you were supposed to have. You do have a choice, though, but some of you want to have all this money and all of that. But before you came to the planet, you really had already mastered that material part of you in other lifetimes. So this lifetime, you're here to learn how to go deep into your spirit, to be able to pick up the wisdom that is already there, and to see yourself for who you are not and for who you are. So for that, we will definitely be getting really, really far into a regular meditation practice, and I'm going to walk with you on that journey. So stay tuned. And there are so many resources. If you want to learn about meditation, you don't have to learn about it from me, because you already have this knowledge already in your own DNA, in your own spirit, in your soul. But if you will allow me to, and you are so excited as I am, then maybe what I have to give and what I have to share with you and what you have to share with me, because I've learned so much also with doing these videos and doing these readings. It's been so magnanimous what is going on. I mean, when you hear of the stories of people who have learned that they're mystics and sages and all these different things and wizards, and it takes so much imagination. And imagination is the power, but the imagination is what you have to be able to create the life that you want. So if someone wants to be a magician, you want to be a priestess, You want to be a goddess. You want to be, all you do, you identify with what it is that you want to be, and you visualize yourself doing what it is that you want to do over and over again. It is the alchemy that is us, that is natural. There's nothing hard about it. What is the only difficult thing about it, I would say, is if you're focused on what you see and on what other people think or may think about what it is that you do and are doing for you. So if you're interested in going deeper into meditation, into really digging up the gems and really immersing yourself in realizing who you are and seeing that there's more than what you see on this planet to get rid of, to ease the fears that you may have, to ease anxieties, to get rid of health issues. And my disclaimer on health issues is that I believe, and this is a belief, but I have experienced these things in my own life with Tai Chi, with Qigong, with meditation, deep breathing, which is pranayama, using your imagination, powers of visualization, using the power of your thoughts to direct the energy in your body and even in others, that you can have the health that you want. You can have the life that you want, the love that you want. If you are a diviner, if you read cards, if you do dowsing, if you are someone who peeks behind the veil and you work with people to help them to see what's there, meditation will assist you in being a better teacher and being able to hold on to your thoughts, your memory, your breathing even expands your lungs. It even expands and lengthens your life pattern, they say. Even weight control is something that naturally happens when you learn how to direct and work with the breath. The breath is the power. It is the prana, the chi. There's something mystical about this. And for some of you who don't know, I don't know it all, but I do happen to be a Kundalini yoga teacher. I am a meditation teacher because in yoga, that's something that you learn. And I've been doing this work for about a good 15 years now. But before I came to this planet, I was doing this this stuff that is, I've always been into metaphysics since I was a little girl. And I often felt so different from everyone else. So I do understand, and I'm not just here talking. In fact, it's taken me the time to get past being shy to be able to share, because this is such a taboo subject to talk about in so many circles. But this particular year, and even the last half of last year, you all probably have noticed that people are coming out even more, as they are about so many other things. But people are really feeling more confident with just being themselves. And so I have been doing that for the past few years. Maybe I've been pretty confident about certain things. But in doing these videos and putting out the information and doing the readings, doing it on a wider audience, it's taken a little bit of time because I needed to get the equipment together and things like that. But in the meanwhile, I was doing so much studying. We're going to talk about certain resources that are out there that you can use and tap into right now. But the very simplest thing that you can do starting today is just, when you feel a thought that doesn't resonate with you, that you stop and hold your breath for just 1 second and you release it. When you feel a negative impulse, a negative reaction, something that you don't care for, because I'm not labeling something positive or negative, but if it's something that you don't care for, you can reprogram it, redirect that energy by simply holding the breath when that comes up. And I'm not talking about holding it forever, but just for a second. As soon as you snap your fingers, when that thought comes up, redirect that energy to somewhere else. When you feel yourself on a tangent, complaining, talking about things that you don't want, refocus, redirect, snap out of it. Center yourself to a place where you really want to be. This is not always an easy thing to do at first. It sounds easy. I used to say, this is easy, you just do it. It's not always so easy. And everyone has their strengths in certain areas, so practice this. Sometimes it takes people years to be able to do this. Sometimes it takes months, but it's nothing to rush, because it's going to bring you exactly what you need in that moment. But the point is to get started as soon as you're ready. This is a new moon, so it is such a good time to start a new practice. It's a good time to initiate a new project. It's a great time to create a new habit, to continue something, and to reassess and look at something again that you've been wanting to do, to continue something that you've been wanting to do, to create a process that you're inspired by. This is such an inspiring energy. And as you do this, I can't tell you all of the wonderful things that are going to happen, but there's so many. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to get into dreams. We're going to get into so many different things. But the areas, and even magic and alchemy, all of these things are powers that you have access to. And they're natural. But we have been told by so many that things are evil and to stay away from certain things. The only thing that I'll say about that is your intention is all that matters in what it is that you choose to do. The intention of the person is what makes something positive or negative. Are you looking to help? Are you looking to harm? Here at Naturally High Life, we and me, I only look to do healing and to help things to prosper and to further our existence. So everything that I'm focusing on is going to be of a positive nature, because that's where my heart is. I am an ordained minister too. And some of you do know I happen to be a Sagittarius sun. So, you hear all the optimism, but I wasn't always that way. I've had to work at this, especially having a life where I lived very early on with such a heavy Saturn influence. I felt, so mature. I had to mature very fast. So now I'm enjoying and learning about, your inner child and really lots and lots of self-love and how important that really is. And that's why I'm able to come to you today, because I've learned how to give back to myself, because I've learned that lesson after being taught so many times. But anyway, beyond that, I'm going to tell you the meditation or the contemplation for today once again. And it is live. Be open to more. Love yourself more. Go deeper each day. Sleep as if your life depends on it. Find time to contemplate your life. Take inspired action. Use your inner power to choose gracefully. Judge not. Be the example of what you want to see around you. Imagine peace and joy exist everywhere. Feel secure with your present. Meditate. Realize oneness. Enjoy right now. And that's a post that I posted on Instagram today that I wrote just randomly. But anyway, I'm sending out a newsletter today. So if you get this, then please check out that. I will link the article in this video together so you can find it, and I'll post it on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. My name on all of those sites is Sarita Daily. So please find me, and I'm going to upload the other videos for the readings for the rest of the week so you can get them. But on to now, I must go because I've got to release this article, and I also am working on a reading for someone. If you would like a reading from me, please check out my website at www.naturallyhighlife.com. This is such a wonderful time to get a reading. When you work with me, I will not stop until we get what you need out of the reading. The reading is going to be a 2,000-page PDF, and it is going to go very deep into the area that you choose to want to have a reading on. This is only $55, and this is an email reading. I do readings in person. They do cost a little bit different, and I do readings also over the phone as well. So beyond that, please let me know how this is going for you. How do you feel today? Leave a comment below letting us know. And if you'd like to work with me again, please check me out on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, and on the website naturallyhighlife.com. This is Sarita Daily, and you know I channel Sayophia, my higher self. And beloved, just know that wherever you are, everything is going according to plan, and all you have to do, if you want, if you need, is to redirect things into the way which you want them to be. Stay encouraged, be inspired, find something you enjoy today. This is such a good time to enjoy yourself. Peace, and enjoy your gift from within. Thank you.